No, no. Hello, beautiful people in this beautiful world. I mean, just look at that. Look at these scenery, you know. It's just magnificent. I mean, I'm sorry. Allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Henry Nugroho. Once again, that with the accent. But if it's not with the accent, it goes like Henry Nugroho. You can call me whatever you want, actually. But yeah, that was just me. And I'm standing right here. I mean, I'm not actually and technically standing. I'm sitting on my motorcycle in these beautiful areas. This is actually pretty near from my boarding house, so it's just so cool. Look at that. Look at that road. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see it, but I'm just gonna show you the clips that I've got from this beautiful place, which is, yeah, quite good. And yeah, I'm standing or sitting right here. I just wanna share you my thoughts about the video that I've just watched. Yeah, if you wanna watch this video like fully, I've already added the link in the description box below, so we can just, you know, get the same picture of what I'm talking right now. Generally speaking, the video, at the first time that I see the video, is just like a cute video, short video. Like, oh my god, the birds just sing beautifully. Just then, oh my god, this is the right place to make a video, right? I was just joking. I'm just saying, like, you have to see this first. Look at this place, mate. It's just like made like manually by gods, you know. Mashallah. And yeah, I was just saying, like, it's just, yeah, the two of them, the girls, it's just too cute, too, you know. I mean, one of them was actually like pretty, you know, kind of wild, you know, because of her statement, some of her advice and suggestion is just, yeah, wild in my opinion. Because, you know, the first one that, you know, wait a second, I heard something. Yeah, I was saying, like, you know, one of the first one that, you know, worrying the second girl, the one that have the back pain, the one that goes to the gym, you know, she's, yeah, quite lovely, because, yeah, I mean, she's a bit overreact to the other girl that have the headache, you know. Maybe I mean I would do the same thing, maybe, yeah, as she did, you know. Like, at least she has to confirm with her doctors, like, what's the cause of her headache, you know, like what it really is, you know. At least you have to confirm it, like, just don't letting it be like that, you know. And yeah, after that, she's just going like, you know, yeah, you have to check it. What if it's like get worse and worse and you do not get any better, you know? And yeah, the last thing that I want to say about the girl that have the back pain, I'm sorry, I do not remember her name. Like, one of her last suggestion or advice, she said like, oh, you look quite thin. And then she's like, oh, you look quite thin, you should gain more weight, in my opinion. I mean, I know her attention is good. Obviously, I mean, I think they look quite, friendly. I think they're friends, I think, and then, but once again, some statement have a quite good reaction for most people, but some other statement have quite bad stereotypes for most people. I mean, for some people, like the statement that the girl have the back that have the back pain. I mean, the statement, it's quite controversial in my opinion, because the statement is going to quite offensive for some people, but I think the girl that have the headache in the video was not really think whether it's offensive or not. I think she's good. She's not taking it offensively. So they're good, I think, in my opinion. But I mean, you have to kind of aware of what statement that you say. Nowadays, especially in this beautiful country, you have to really aware of what you're gonna say, of what your statement, of what your thoughts about things, because in this beautiful country, we got cancelled every time. So by the way, the girl that have the headache, she's quite overreact too, I mean, she's saying oh, you have to check it, I mean, it's pain in your back, and your back, it's one of the most important organ in your body, I mean, it's quite right, maybe I would do the same too, but I think based on what the other girl, the girl that have the back pain, I mean, she looked just quite fine, She's looked great actually. So I think it's just maybe one of her veins just pulled out a little, pulled out a little bit because of her gym routine. I mean, if you doing your workout, doing gym activity, I think you'll be just fine, and in my opinion, just healthy, in my opinion. The minimum limit of my healthiness when I have the ideal body weight, that's my bare minimum. If I'm overweight 1 kilo or 2 kilos, maybe I'm not gonna think about it, but if I'm overweight 10 kilos, what I'm saying, I kind of start to worry at that point, because being overweight is just, it doesn't feel any good, If you have the ideal body weight, you could do basically everything. You could do basically every kind of sports that you want to do, basic sports, running, jumping, and maybe some of our favorite sports like basketball, swimming, and stuff like that. You could do at least standardly, at least you do not going to out of breath in just 5 minutes. You're not, if you have the ideal body weight, because because I was like, overly overweight, back then at my middle school, I think. And it's just like, it's just like slowly tortured you. It doesn't feel good at all, and you're not looking so good either. So, and talking about not being so good looking, just, impacts your mental health sometimes, Back at my middle school, I get, bullied because, I'm not, looking that good, back then, and plus, I was overweight, so I'm fat and not have a, really good facial feature. And back then, I do not really remember, like, how do I recover from my, mental illness. I'm not really like when I say like mental illness, but I think it kind of it, so I do not really remember like how I was like recover from that. Maybe when I start going to high school, because on high school I start to join the silat, traditional martial arts from Indonesia, and it's just changing my perspective kinda, because it was like a torture, but it kind of a like good torture back then, because when I say torture, it was like I have a really hard training, it's like my stomach was kind of insanely built. My stomach was becoming like a bridge, so I was like laying down like towards the sky like this, and then my stomach get stomped by the sensei, by the the teacher of my martial art teachers, which is when I think it back, it's like crazy. And that's my thoughts about the video. I think the video is just so cute. They just basically worrying about each other, and I would do the same thing as they did, maybe, if I'm being honest. And now my time is running out, because it's like 6 p.m. right now. Where's my key? Oh, in my pockets. You could already hear the azan maghrib. I better going home maybe and continuing this video at home. And I'm back. And I can't be sorry for someone else's praying, right? Fortunately, my boarding house is near the musola, so it's pretty crowded now. It's like 6:30 right now, so and it's still pretty crowded. So I was saying that I was joining the traditional martial arts of a country, which is Silat. It's quite a journey, back then, because I was fat, having no experience doing the very hard training. I barely like doing some sports back then before the silat. You know, I mean, I like doing the basketball, but it's different, definitely, and absurdly different. You know, between basketball and silat. You know, because yeah, it's definitely different. Basketball, you just basketball is just basketball, and silat, it's quite challenging, you know. But it's kind of nice, you know, after all of that torture. You know, my body is literally like as hard as wood, you know. Back then it was, I felt so strong, you know. After all of that training, crazy training, I felt so strong. Like one day, like I haven't slept in 3 days, but I'm just feeling just okay. And I was like running in a soccer field, in the side of it. I was like running 10 kilometers, and it was like nothing, you know. My stamina, when the days of the, you know, crazy training that I set, you know, it was just such, my stamina is just like, I kind of miss that, you know, my condition in the days of my crazy training, you know. My physique, oh my god, kind of miss it. But of course I'm not gonna miss the crazy training. I mean, a little bit maybe, yeah. Look at this. Talking about healthy, obviously it's not healthy as like fresh water or mineral waters like aqua and lemon mineral, but yeah, I drinks it. As healthy as I am, like, and like whatever advice that I saying about healthiness back like in 5 minutes ago, I'm still doing my you know, my things. It's been a while, you know, since I drink these kind of drinks. Yeah, in my opinion, healthy. Yeah, healthy equals like diet equal foods, you know. So yeah, what's the daily food that you eat is like absurdly going to affect on your healthiness. That's the thing. Even the mineral water that I said, you know, it's healthy, I know, we all know, but if you drink too much of mineral waters, it's not going to, you know, be healthy. Yeah, the point is, if you're doing something like overly, like everything, you're overly doing it, it's not going to be good for you. Like everything, food, what are we gonna talk about? Food, praying, like religious stuff. I know it's controversial, but yeah, I just gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna stop there, you know. And yeah, workouts. If you're doing like workouts, like overly, it's like sports, you know, and maybe, and after that you get the, what is it, steroid stuff. No man, that's not going to be good at all. So yeah, that's just what I'm trying to say. Just do whatever good, just, you know, balancely, you know. And yeah, and that's my thoughts about like healthiness. Yeah, it starts with the video that, you know, two girls that worrying about each other condition, and we were talking about my mental illness because I was fat, and then I joined the Silat, and then saying about like a healthy diet, but if you are overly doing it, it's not good for you either. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's a bit long, but I just love to do these kind of stuff, these type of discussion, because it's like healthy, because people love to being here, and yeah, we are human. We are basically social creature that needs to be socialized. Maybe there's a trend like introverts. I am introvert. I can't be with another human. Like, yeah, no. Some people do not like to being like in a crowded situation, but yeah, there's no chance there's someone that like really isolated himself and like really self-centered himself. There's like, so yeah, I guess it's quite something. So yeah, thank you very much for your time to just hear my opinion about health, hear my thoughts about health. So yeah, thank you. Henry signing out. Bye bye.